guys, this is QQ. We're finally back from our long, almost a month trip, right? Yeah, and we're quite jet lagged right now, but let's see how it goes. So we posted a photo of this off-the-shoulder bow tie way back on our Instagram, and it was in a blue fabric, but we decided to change to black fabric to match up with the current season, which is fall, although Korea is kind of hot right now still. But it's almost fall, so might as well just change it to black to make it suitable for fall. Yeah. During our trip, we stocked up some good amount of fabrics for DIY, and we also prepared some materials for upcoming Halloween, so stay tuned for that. For this project, you'll need 1.5 yard of light cotton fabric and about 1/2 yard of 1/4 inch thick elastic band. Okay, let's start. Chop chop! For the bodies, we're going to draw a rectangle with the length you desire and a width which we're going to refer it as a star. To get the star measurement, measure the width of your chest divided by 2 and add 2.5 inch. To create an armhole, mark 2.5 inch inward at width and 5 inch downward at length. Then you want to connect the two marked points, creating a slightly concave shape. Next, draw two straight lines that are parallel to each other. When cutting, cut it from the bottom to the top motion and make sure the tip of the top is still attached. Then spread it as much as you want, tape it on a new piece of paper, and then connect the hem. Now let's give 1/2 inch seam allowance at the neck, armhole, and side seam, and 1 inch at the hem. You'll be cutting 2 pieces of bodies on fold. To create the sleeve pattern, draw a rectangle with the length you desire and a width that is equivalent to 9. Next, mark 5 inch downward and 2.5 inch outward to create an armhole, and then connect the two spots, creating a concave shape. Similar to the previous step, draw 2 parallel lines. Again, make sure to keep the top attached together when cutting and tape it onto a new piece of paper. The key here is that the wider you spread, the more flares you will have for your final garment. Next, connect the hem. You know the drill, give 1/2 inch seam allowance at the sleeve cap, armhole, and underarm, and 1 inch for hem. You'll need 2 sleeves that are cut unfold. We're almost there. Draw a long rectangle that is 31 inch long and 3 inch thick to create a shoulder tie. Finally, give 1/4 inch seam allowance all around and cut 4 pieces. First thing first, sew the side seams of the body's front and back together. And then fold the sleeves in half and sew the underarm together. For the shoulder strap, fold it in half and lengthwise and sew it in 1/4 inch, and make sure to sew and close one end of the tie as well. Now sew the armholes of the bodies and the sleeves together in a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Next, clean finish the raw edges all around the shoulder with either a zigzag stitch or a serging machine. Then fold it in 1/2 inch. When stitching the 1/2 inch fold in place like so, there are 4 areas that you need to pay attention, which is that once you stitch the 1/2 inch fold at the body, stop your machine. Then start a new stitch starting from 1 inch away from the stop that you just made. We're doing this so that there are 4 holes for you to insert the elastic band later. Make sure to do this for the back as well, which means you should end up with 4 sections with 1 inch gap. Next, cut about 8 inch long elastic band and secure a safety pin at one end and shove it through one of the holes and drag it out through the other holes you created. Then you want to secure the elastic band in place by going over each end several times with a zigzag stitch. With the 4 shoulder straps, sew each of them at the each end of the bust area, just like what I'm doing right now. Lastly, fold 1/2 inch twice to finish the hem and you're done.